Well, Mark, despite the dramatic ending there, we leave the capital with all 3 points, a 2-1 win here at Hampton Richmond. You must be happy with that?
Delighted with the 3 points. I thought we totally dominated the game for the most part until the referee got involved. Again, we shouldn't be talking about a referee, we should be talking about a really good performance, but I dread to think how we would have been feeling and what would have been happening now if we hadn't won that game through a variable that we can't control.
No, of course. I mean, we'll get on to the official in a minute. I mean, just looking at the starting lineup, Reece Murphy and Morgan Williams coming in from last week's side. I mean, what was your thoughts with that change-up? I just picked a team that I thought could score goals and hurt the opposition. So we took one midfield player out and then put an extra forward on the pitch, and we just changed the back four or the centre half partnership. And I thought we were really solid and really good today. Yeah, I mean, having that sort of depth in the squad where you can bring someone in and bring sort of someone in that, you know, still betters the squad, or, you know, still the same quality within the squad. I mean, it must be happy having that on the bench and having that within the squad.
Of course, and we have to manage that, and we have to make sure that we're looking after players with their minutes and making sure that, you know, we try and keep them available for as many games as possible. So we've got a good squad, we've got some good players, and we've got to keep managing that squad and making sure that we stay competitive.
Yeah, just a word on your wide players. You had Jordan Young and John Stevens. I mean, Young's having a great time at the moment on the pitch, and Stevens back in contention, back fit, and got a goal this afternoon.
Some goal.
Yeah.
Some goal. Do well to beat that one anywhere in the leagues this today. He's got that in his locker. Seen him do that before, but him and Young we attack in those areas with real pace, and it's the key is for us to be able to play, you know, really good football and slide passes through to those two, a real handful. Frank just dropping in behind as a 10 and Murph stretching him like he did for the goal.
I mean, a word on the defence. I mean, it was more of a defensive display for all 11 of them on the pitch. Obviously 9 at the end, but we'll get onto that in a minute. I mean, you must be pleased with how defensively we were today.
It was only a defensive action when we went out to 10 men, but our work this week has been on our unit being really, really strong defensively and making sure the middle of the pitch was really strong. And I thought our defenders and our two midfield players today were exceptional in terms of their off-the-ball stuff, and that gives Young, Stevens, Frank, Murph a chance to go and hurt the opposition.
Just obviously we'll have to mention the cards. I mean, Jake Hyde and Matt Worthington both seeing red. I mean, unfortunate for Jake Hyde, having just come on the pitch, looked quite lively, but didn't last too long, unfortunately.
No, the first one's he gets given offside. It's an horrendous decision. He's 2 yards onside, but he kicks the ball away, and then he's on a tightrope, and then he has a bad touch and I don't know, taps the lad on the ankle, and he gets a second yellow, and the sending off's I call it a disgrace. It's where he's 3 yards away from the man who shoots, it deflects up and hits him by his side on his arms. Never a penalty, and it's never a red card, and I'm sure that we'll get Worthy off that.
Yeah, of course. And just a final word on the supporters. I mean, they were in fine voice all afternoon. I mean, you must be happy that you can have them happy going back home and enjoy their weekend as well.
Of course, they've travelled in numbers, great numbers again. Great day out for them in London, and I'm sure we'd have had loads of people that live in and around London here today, and our travelling band from Somerset. So we sent them home with another 3 points, and we just got to keep going. We've got to remain consistent. The biggest thing is we have to stay together as a group, as a club, and we've got to keep going.
Cheers, Mark.
Pleasure.